Hey, you're finally awake.
Oh! Welcome back to another video. Today we're doing something a little different. Despite the fact that I got to play in all the play sessions for Halo Infinite so far, I haven't made a single video out of any of them. So if you haven't guessed it by now, that's exactly what we're doing today. However, I didn't feel like doing just a regular old gameplay video, because I'm trash. So instead, I'm gonna go over what my top 5 favorite things of the game are so far. Keep in mind that this is just my opinion and that all of this is just from what I experienced in the tech previews. At numero 5, that's number 5 for you non-German speakers, is the customization. Now while the options were a little limited in the previews, the potential seems pretty great. As far as the armor goes, there were chest pieces, shoulder, wrist, knees, and socket parts, as well as visors and prosthetics options. Then we also had weapon skins, and in the menu a tease of vehicle skins like the Warthog, the Ghost, and the Tank. I also recall reading a tweet saying that there were going to be even more options in terms of armor customization, and recently they showed off the first season of the Battle Pass, which showed some effects for the helmet and the shoulder pads. So like I said, a lot of potential. Now I know that there might still be some worry over armor coatings. The ones that were available in the preview were pretty decent, so I'm hopeful that we will have a lot of great options when the full game releases. Next up is the AI. Interestingly enough, the AI seems to be a bit divisive. Some like it, some don't. Now when I say some don't like it, I mean they really don't like it. They absolutely hate it. At least that's the vibe I got from what I read on Reddit. I, however, love them. I especially love Fret. His lines all make me laugh.
Piss him off for sure. Those ours. What now?
And I found him really funny. I'm also excited to see what other kind of AI we get and how creative they might get with them. I'm curious as to how they might look as well, because I'm sure a lot of people expect more unique AI akin to something like Cortana and Roland, but with how they interact and are presented on game type objectives, it might be a little weird with humanoid AI. That being said though, there was a bit of a leak from the Streets multiplayer gameplay that just got released where someone noticed that one of the AIs that one of the players had was Mr. Chief. So who knows, for now I really like them though, and I'm excited to see what others we get. At number 3 is the abilities. Honestly, like most, I was a little skeptical when they first showed off the grappling hook. It felt like another tacked on feature. I was wrong. It's some of the most fun I've had in Halo so far. The most surprising addition though is the repulsor. That thing is a blast. The shield is the weaker one for me, but I didn't really bother using it all that much, so I just might not be seeing the full potential of it quite yet. I'm also curious to see what other abilities there might be if they haven't revealed all of them yet. I know there's still the thrust. I'm curious as to how it will function, if it'll be the same as H5 or more like the H4 version. There was some show of it in the campaign teaser gameplay trailer that they put out about a week ago. It looked a little slower, but then again, the campaign has like upgrades and things like that, so it's still up in the air as to how it'll function in multiplayer. Regardless though, the abilities right now seem to be a good addition to the game, striking a nice bit of freshness and fun while still being balanced. At number 2, the sound design. Now I know this might be a bit of a weird choice, but the game sounds really great. The UNSC guns all pack a nice punch and they have a good variety to them, as well as all the alien brute covenant weapons, whatever you want to call them. The boost of the Ghost and the Banshee and the engine roar of the Warthog. It's not just that though, but like the dynamics of the sounds as well. The pings and pops from the guns and grenades when they're off in the distance, as well as the ambient sounds.
All 3. This is gonna be interesting. Capturing a zone.
Warthog's on me.
Zone lost.
Incredible performance.
Most importantly though, the sound of the shields when they're low and when they recharge. It's so good. Some might even say it's a bit orgasmic.
Enemy's hurt. Enemy shields down.
Not me. Some. At number 1, the aesthetics, meaning the whole look of it. This one can be covered in one simple sentence. The game is gorgeous. That's it. Okay, but seriously, the textures, the skyboxes, the little interactive details. I mean, the armors and weapons look amazing with just the right amount of grit. No more plastic or ultra clean look, but not completely worn out. I know some people love the Reach look, and I liked it too, but at times it felt a little too gritty to me. Not this game though. This game seems to be just the right amount. The little details of like how you get more dirt and damage on everything throughout the game, or when the base fires off after a flag cap or a round win on the BTB map, I think it was called Fragmentation.
Your team has total control. You got new zones incoming.
That looked so cool. It was like, it's just amazing to see, especially how the beam also lights up in the clouds. The fact that I actually feel like I'm in these places, I feel like I'm at the training ground in Livefire, I feel like I'm in some town in Bazaar. That was always one of my biggest gripes with H5, was that it never felt like I was actually fighting in the places that the maps were in. It always felt like I was in an arena. Take Plaza for example. It doesn't feel like a plaza to me at all. I don't know if it's the scale of the maps or the look of them. It might be the whole plastic looking feel of H5, but to me they were always just another arena map. The maps in the tech preview so far though, they've left me completely impressed, and I really look forward to seeing more of them. They just put out a teaser for another map called Streets. That one also looks great. I did have clean template views of all the maps from the preview, or at least I thought I did. That was until I realized that I had accidentally switched scenes in my OBS, and all I did was record my end screen for about an hour. What can you do? Alright, so that's pretty much my top 5 things of the game so far in terms of what we've been shown and what I've enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed this, and let me know about your 5 favorite things of the game so far and what else you hope to see. And as always, I'll see you when I see you.